Two guys stumbled upon an unusual discovery.
Look at the size of that thing. Oh my God, that beast. Hey, how you doing, guy? You look good. You been eating healthy? You ever heard of liquid salad? We've been doing that. Damn, that's a scene if there ever was one, man.
Welcome to the Weird Around Illinois podcast. Today we're going to be talking about giant turtles in the Chicago area. Let's get weird.
Look at the size of that thing. Oh my God. That's a massive turtle. Is that a snapper? He's a snapper.
That's a Chicago River snapper. Are you kidding?
This is another podcast called Crime Pays, but Botany Does Not, which features two of my new favorite people in the Chicago area. Two botanists who apparently go around looking for local flora and fauna, which is not entirely unlike what we do. We just look for the stuff that may or may not exist.
Oh no, Jesus Christ. Where'd the other guy go? Look at that guy. Look at the size of this thing. Holy hell. You look good. I'm real proud of you. You been eating healthy? You ever heard of liquid salad? We've been doing that. Al does that. Are you happy to have spring?
I've never heard anybody troll a turtle before.
Yeah, they were absolutely relentless with those roasts.
Yeah, that was great. And that turtle's a big boy or big girl. I suspect boy. I remember hearing that male snappers are usually bigger than females, but you know, who knows? Yeah, that's quite a turtle, and apparently it was in the Chicago River.
Yeah. First off, are they even allowed to be on the Chicago River?
I think they are. I think they do allow boating on the Chicago River, and they were in a kayak, so it wasn't like they were in some big power boat that they're not supposed to have. I gotta say, I envy their tactic. I think that we should try it looking for Dogman sometime. Just get in a canoe and go down the river and see what we can find.
Yeah.
The turtle itself, what did they say it was? Like 40 pounds? Or 60 pounds? Do either of you remember?
No, yeah, I did not hear the weight.
Okay. Apparently the largest common snapper ever found was 90 pounds. So this one is not a record, but certainly oversized for this area. Now, I mentioned common snapper. The other type of snapping turtle we have around here is the alligator snapper, and those can get up to 250 pounds. Oof. And I swear I've seen one close to that. There's one at the Chicago Botanic Garden. They call him Gamera, and sometimes he likes to walk out into the middle of the roadways there and just stop. And apparently when he does that, the entire place just stops, because you can't get around him, you can't move him. He will stay there until he's as warm as he wants to be, and then he wanders off.
Wow.
But
I troll to another level.
Yeah. I've seen him up close and personal, and that much, I would say close to twice the size of the one we see in this video. I can understand these guys being shocked at seeing this one in the Chicago River. It's not something you expect to see when you're just kayaking down the river.
He's just hanging out on the rusty chains.
We should take him out to eat. Welcome to
Alright, so where did those chains come from anyway?
I presume they're anchoring something to the dock or anchoring something to the ground. Maybe like an anchor chain of some sort.
Okay.
You see stuff like that in waterways sometimes. You never know what they're for. I always assume there's just some big drain at the bottom of the river, and if you pull the chain too hard, all the water goes away.
Yeah.
It's probably not the case.
the sea. So we're going to keep going down there. We're basically bathing, and we're taking a bath in the water.
You know, I feel like I'm being baptized in the waters of the Chicago River and taking a bath. You're right.
Let's turn our attention to this. What do we got here? What's this plant? We got is it Acer Negundo up top, and then this is Acer Negundo too. These are box elders. Okay, these are some of as Chicagoans, our most beloved and important trees. It's technically a maple. You could see the dongs right there. Wow, the smell is really powerful.
Alright, so these people are some plant professionals, apparently. Like, their entire channel, I got a brief look. Mm-hmm. Half of their videos is about plants, obviously. Mm-hmm. But I also saw a real recipe of liquid salad on their channel.
Nice. they clearly know their stuff, and I really wish these guys were coming with us on an expedition sometime, because if you notice, like on Mountain Monsters and Expedition Bigfoot, they always have like the plant guy. There's always the one who can tell you, oh, well, this tree is this old, and this is some good old growth, elder tree here, and it seems to really help them in determining, what should be in the area and what shouldn't be in the area.
Yeah, we need one of those professionals.
Yeah, definitely.
Every type of tree within the area.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should ask these guys if they've ever seen Bigfoot or something.
Definitely, or Mothman, since they spend a lot of time around the Chicago River, and the Chicago River connects up with the Mississippi River and a couple other rivers, and I'll have to double check. I don't remember if it connects directly with Mississippi or if it goes by way of Ohio, but there's all rivers are connected in this area in one way or another. You could easily find Dogman walking around any one of these river trails and not being seen by the public. So yeah, I think it would be a fair question to ask them if they've ever seen Dogman, Bigfoot. Maybe you have to love that accent though. That is pure Chicago. I mean, I feel like I must have played softball with this guy at some point, just because he sounds like everybody I ever played softball with. Hey, what are you doing? That was an easy pop-up. Come on, man. I have a feeling like when they're done with their kayaking, they're gonna stop somewhere and get a beef sandwich or a hot dog with no ketchup on it. Just whatever the most Chicago thing is you can imagine, they're doing it as soon as they're done with this kayaking trip.
There's some.
They got like a fridge full of flowers, and many marriages have been broken there. Look at that guy's ass. Look at his ass. Look, how old is that rope up there? So many questions. We got a Juniperus virginiana too, Eastern red cedar. I think we logged like 16 species now for the river. Look at it.
Man, we need a cryptid hunter version of these guys.
Yeah. Yeah. We need to add a true Chicago guy to our group.
Yeah.
Again, maybe I can call up some of my old softball buddies.
There you go.
Yeah, very entertaining video. I really enjoy it, and it's impressive how well they know their stuff when it comes to the flora and fauna that they're discovering out there.
Yeah, it really is, and because of that big turtle, they're like on WGN News. They're apparently on the radio.
Yeah.
Videos everywhere.
But one of the reasons I wanted to talk about the big turtle is, how big do you think turtles can get out here? I mean, we always hear these stories about sea monsters in Lake Michigan, and the fishermen who hook something so big that it snaps their rod in half and they don't know what it was, and whether it's in the Chicago River or the Mississippi River or whatever. And we hear that turtles and tortoises can live forever. I mean, hundreds of years. So it just makes me wonder, how big?
I don't know. There might be a lot of turtles that we don't see as well.
Absolutely.
Kind of like Dogman, how you might not be able to see him if he's real.
Right.
Then the same situation for turtle.
Yeah, even more so, because a turtle can sit at the bottom of the river for a long time before he comes up for air. And if a huge turtle like that came up, you would think he was a log. You would think he was just part of the scenery, unless you were looking specifically when their head broke the water.
Yeah. With that said, if like one originally big turtle mates with another originally big turtle,
wow,
that could be the answer of a possible very big child. So
yeah,
that could answer the question of like how these can get so big.
Yeah. So maybe that nickname of Gamera, after the turtle from the Japanese monster movies, the nickname of that turtle in the Botanic Garden, maybe it's not that far off. Maybe there is like a giant, potentially mutant turtle somewhere. That's the other thing to keep in mind. There's a lot of chemicals dumped in the Chicago River and Lake Michigan. I'm sure there's more growth hormone than we really want to think about in the water supply up here. You take two of those big turtles that you mentioned, they mate, they have big baby turtle that's eating food and water that's been soaked with this growth hormone, and give it about 30 years, and suddenly you got a turtle the size of a house.
Yeah, it all adds on.
Yeah. We're going to keep our eyes open for this cryptid while we're looking for other cryptids, since, as usual, it seems like all the big weird animals like to hang out in the same habitat. So it seems to be if we just keep walking along the river, sooner or later we're going to find a giant turtle or a dogman or a mothman or a Bigfoot or a river monster or something. So we're going to keep getting out there and seeing what we can find. And we're going to keep watching these wonderful YouTube videos from other people who are searching the wilds. And we hope you do the same. And we hope you keep checking in on us to see when we finally find that elusive creature we're looking for.